I have no idea what I'm going to make a video on today. I literally just clicked record, and now here I am with no idea what I'm about to say or do or help me, guys. I have nothing planned. I don't know. I guess I'll just talk about a cool few like toys that I had from when I was a kid or something. I opened up my drawer right here and I saw that there was some stuff in there I could talk about. So this is just gonna be a show and tell video. So I'm sorry. That was mean. I'm sorry. So when I was really young, me and my brother had these cool toys, and I don't know if you guys remember these or if this is just something that I had. I think they were pretty popular. They were called micro machines. They were tiny little cars that had a hook at the back, and they all connected to each other, and you were able to drag them around together. They look like this actually. This one right here is an Real Monsters one, if you guys remember that show from Nickelodeon. So it has wheels on it, and it has the little hook that could hook it to another car. And at the front also has the spot where you could hook that bad boy on up to another car. Yeah, I'll hook these two together. I have the other Real Monsters one. So you just hook that bad boy right into there, and then boom, you see? And then you're able to drag them all. And you can do it as many as you want. If you have a billion and you have the time on your hands, well, gosh golly Bolly Jr., you can do a billion for sure. I also had the Sonic the Hedgehog ones. I had Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Dr. Robotnik. I still have Knuckles, Dr. Robotnik, and Sonic. I lost Tails like back in like 99 or something, or 98. I had actually dropped him inside of a vent in Hammond, Indiana, and then we moved, and I never found him. So if you guys have the Tails micro machines and you want to do your boy a salad, hit me up. Okay. You know, I don't remember where I got this. It's a cool little car, but when it rolls, its mouth opens. It goes rah, 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 rah. It's made of metal. I've had it since I was a little kid. It even has Goodyear tires on it. I don't know if you can read that. If not, it's okay. Yeah, Goodyear tires on it. From 1994. The year I was born, actually. I don't remember exactly where we got this. I know it was in the city of Chicago, somewhere in the Loop. It might have been in Navy Pier, or there's also a chance that it was like... See, when I was so young, I hardly remember. My memory says it was in the Sears Tower, but I know it wasn't. I think it was at Navy Pier. I got this cool little toy, and I've had it ever since. Like, I've lost a lot of stuff in my life just by throwing them away, or my parents separating, and... just things, you know, get misplaced or just disappear, or someone comes to your house, a friend that you thought was a friend, they steal something. You know, stuff like that. But I've always had this. There's like the weirdest things that I've kept, and I didn't try to keep this. I mean, I want it, and I'm happy I have it, but I didn't like actively try to keep it. It just never disappeared, and I've always had it. So here I am, you know, almost 25 with this exact toy still here. This thing is freaking awesome. This one actually has a lot of history to it. I remember I got these for Christmas in 4th grade, and I loved them so very much because Sonic the Hedgehog has always been my all-time favorite. Just as a kid, I loved the video games. I know I always say this, but Sonic 3 and Knuckles is like one of my all-time favorite video games. The two cartridges together. Bah! So for Christmas, Santa Claus brought me these. He got me Sonic and Knuckles. I don't believe I got Tails, but I know I got Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic's the only one that I still have because I used to have this friend in elementary, and he was a really close friend of mine. His name was Brian Adams. It was actually like a trio of us. It was me, George Flores, and Brian Adams, and we were really close friends. And I didn't really talk to George too much after 2nd grade, but me and Brian kept in touch in 4th grade, and his older brother was actually friends with my cousin Gina. So I gave Brian Knuckles, and I kept Sonic, and I thought it was a nice little thing. I'm going to be honest with you, I regretted it. Not because I didn't want him to have it, but because I really love Knuckles. Still wish I had it, damn it. I would be fine with the fact knowing that I gave Brian the Knuckles if I knew he still had it. Like, if he kept it all these years, and if he's like, man, I really care about this Knuckles, but... you know, deep in the back of my head, I'm like, he probably threw that away when he got into, like, middle school. He's like, oh, I'm too cool for this. You know, I kept it all this time, and I'll never get rid of it. I love it to death. It's just a cool little toy, you know? I don't know. Pew! Did you see how fast he was? That was the fastest hedgehog on this west side of the Mississippi. This right here, I know what you're thinking. Nick, what is that? That's just like a metal dildo. No, it's not. How did I say that? This right here is what I like to call a flute.
This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish. I just came to help out.
This is actually a really cool piece. It has a little indent in it because I think my dad stepped on it because I left it in his room after he told me not to leave it in his room. I got this from Virginia, Williamsburg, Virginia, colonial Williamsburg, Virginia, because there was like people all dressed up in their cool old timey clothing, like it was actually the 17 whatever hundreds or whatever they call those things. I wanted one so badly, and so did my cousin Alana. So we actually both got one. I loved this thing so much. I was like, I'm gonna learn to play it and it was expensive too. It was like $20. That was a lot of money. And my dad got me it, and it came with like a little book of songs to learn. The only one I remember right now is Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm musically inclined, so I could probably just figure out how to play shit. I mean, it's just a basic flute. It's not hard to play. I can make this. But anyways, I've had that since like 4th grade, and I love it to death. It's just a cool little thing. Never lost it. Could never get the heart to throw it away. I mean, it's a wooden mouthpiece, so it's kind of nasty because it holds in moisture. It's like rusted on the top. It's just not good quality anymore. I don't know if you could even see on the inside there. It's not the most pleasant. Definitely not the most pleasant. Let's just say that. Okay. I don't know if this thing has batteries in it or not. Hello? No, it doesn't. So I can't even show you guys the goodness that it is. But I'll explain it to you. This right here is a yak backwards. Yep. A backwards yakard. Backward. It was really dumb, honestly. You just held down the say button and you would be like, yo mama's a biscuit. And then you'd click play and it'd be your voice, yo mama's a biscuit. But there's a wheel on the side which controlled the tone of your voice. So if I recorded it all the way low, I could turn it high and it'd be like, yo mama's a biscuit. Or if I recorded it regularly, I could turn it low and it'd be like, yo mama's a biscuit. And then if you click yelp, which if you notice is play backwards, they're very clever there. Ha 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 ha, wow, look at them. It would play the noise you just recorded, but in reverse. I love this thing to death. I've had this thing forever. It used to be my brother's, or maybe it was both of ours, and I can't get rid of it. It's amazing. I always thought that looked like a hand right there. Doesn't that look like a hand? Is it just me, or does that not look like a hand? Okay, whatever. Shut up. But for the longest time, for years, there was this recording on here, and it was me talking about my cat, Jojo, and it was like, there once was a cat named Josie. Meow. And it was just the funniest thing ever, and I couldn't delete it. But then the batteries died, so it deleted itself. You better not turn off computer. I'll slap your mama. Here's another thing that I just have for no reason, but you know, it's literally just a bookmark, and it's Garfield on the top, and he says, Mom told me there'd be days like this because he's stuck in a tree. And as a kid, I just thought that was hilarious. It's still pretty goddamn funny. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That's comedy gold. Look how scared he is. That's comedy gold. But my grandma Sue gave this to me. I was at her house and I was like, can I please have it? And I mean, this is a very old bookmark. This is from like the 70s, I think. I might just be making stuff up. But she gave it to me and she used it for her books, and then I used it for my books when I read. And I don't read too much paperback books anymore, so I don't use it, of course. I don't know if that's the date that it's from, 1978, or if that's just when Garfield became a thing. The world may never know as how many licks it takes to get to the center of your mug. Got my passport. Look at all my stamps, y'all. Aren't I the coolest? It's mostly just Norway and Sweden and Denmark. I asked the American guy, I said, can you give me a stamp? And he said, but you live in America. And I said, so? We got the coolest stamps. And he don't do it. It's just a bunch of turtles. It's a lot. Oh yeah, I remember why I have this. Because I used to love that Vine. That's a lot of turtles. I love this thing so much. It's just a bunch of turtles with hats stacked on top of each other, and it's made of shells. And if you asked me, that's just the coolest thing ever. It's so cool. Look at the bottom. I don't like that. That's nasty looking. But that looks cool. I love turtles. How could you not like turtles? If you don't like turtles, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust a person that doesn't like turtles. Here's a recipe that I wrote down a long time ago in Glenwood, I think. And it's not even that good of a recipe. I don't even know why the hell I wrote this down. It's like something that you just, it's like for like a side dish. And I just made it one day because we had nothing in the house to eat. This drawer closed for realsies. Come on now. It's fresh green beans, some oil, a little bit of butter, garlic salt, oregano leaves, fresh cut carrots, tiny amount of salt and pepper, and shredded mozzarella cheese. It's like the most simple damn recipe ever. What was wrong with me as a kid? Why have I kept this? I don't need this. I'm keeping it. I mean, I don't want to get rid of it. I need that. You never know. Just in case. I never know. You never know when you're going to need it, but you know. You never know. I guess I'll just show you guys one more thing. I've had this for quite a while now. Quite a long while. It was my mom's, actually. I think my dad bought it for her. And it was always in the bathroom. We had like this rack in the corner of the bathroom. And it would sit on top because it has the foam on it. And it's just a kitty cat that sits and watches over you. I love this cat so much. I love him because while you poop, he longingly stares into your eyes. Just like a real cat would. If you ever let your cat in the bathroom with you in real life, they just stare at you while you poop. Or jump on your shoulders. There's no in between. It did used to hang over my bed at the last apartment that I lived in, but it kept falling and hitting me in the head, and it's very heavy, and my head was starting to hurt, so I had to put it away. But I love this thing so much. Look how cute it is. Give me your soul. Your soul is mine. Pussy. Meow, 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 meow. What's wrong with me? That was actually kind of fun. I kind of enjoyed that video. That was minimalistic. I had a good time. Yeah. Alright guys, well thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Please feel free to let me know what you thought of the video down below. And I'll get onto that newer content sooner or later. I just gotta find a day when not everyone's freaking skippity-doo at home all the time. The one day I had off this week that I was gonna record, my dad was sick, so he called off work, and I was like, oh, Dad, you're lucky you're sick, because if you weren't sick, oh, and if I didn't love you, oh. Yeah, but thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Please feel free to let me know what you thought of the video down below. And until next time, I'm Avenged One.